The commodities exchange has become part of what is the biggest gold and silver scam in the history of mankind. Hi, this is Mike Maloney, and I wanted to talk about the precious metals markets for a second. And first, I want to say kudos to the people at Zero Hedge for keeping their eye on the commodities exchange and really watching the shenanigans that goes on there. What we've got here, this first chart is COMEX gold in the registered category. I need to explain that on the commodities exchange, the COMEX, there are two categories, eligible and registered. Eligible is gold that's in the vaults, owned by these big bullion banks and other investors, that is eligible to be put into the registered category. Registered gold is gold that's available for delivery into a commodities contract. So basically, it's for sale. And the registered category is what counts. The commodities exchanges have become nothing but a fractional reserve banking scheme at this point. You know, they used to be legitimate tools for suppliers, and suppliers could hedge and protect their prices and know what price they're going to get for something in the future. Somebody growing a crop would sell that crop basically when they're planting the crop. They're selling it out in the future and creating a contract, and there's an agreed to price where the farmer knows that he can make a living out of it. If there was a shortage of that commodity that year, the price goes up and the farmer loses out. He's already committed to a lower price. But if there was an abundance and the price falls, the farmer ends up winning. So there's tremendous leverage in the commodities market where you put down a very small amount of money and you can place a huge trade, or a small amount of currency, I should say. It's not money. And you can place a huge trade. And so it has attracted speculators. And most commodities contracts are settled in cash, not in the physical commodity now. In this chart, what we see is the amount of gold in the registered category, and that it's been falling since August of last year. It's been going down, and now we're down at record levels where the amount of physical gold on the commodities exchange available for delivery into these contracts is at the lowest ever. And in the next chart, you see how many contracts there are per ounce of gold. The commodities exchange has become part of what is the biggest gold and silver scam in the history of mankind. Right now, there's 228 people that think that they can lay claim to the same ounce of gold. There are 228 times more contracts created, paper gold that is created and sold into the market, than there is real gold that exists on the commodities exchange. So these are promises to deliver gold, and the gold for delivery is 1/228th of the amount that they've promised. And so as people ask for more gold, there's the potential for a default on the commodities exchange, and that would send gold and silver prices soaring. Now, what's interesting is on that first chart of the amount in the registered category, the reason that's falling is the big bullion banks have been pulling their gold off of the market. It's like they think that something may be up. They don't want that gold sitting there for sale. And so that is what has increased. It isn't that the number of contracts has suddenly increased. The amount of gold available has suddenly decreased. And this is also happening at a time when more people are asking for gold for delivery. So that's it for this video. We'll see you next time.